Yo, glad to see you guys here. So gonna give people time to get in here real quick. I've got some pretty. We're just gonna play it ear by ear. I've got some stuff.
Ear.
Can't talk either. Shoo.
COVID brain.
Been a long day. Didn't get much sleep last night. I just slept so much here lately. But we're here. We're doing it. We're doing the thing. We're gonna play it by ear. We got some stuff we've never shown before. At least I think so. We're going to talk. We're going to do a little bit more of a deep dive. I found some more stuff that's interesting. First off, we're going to say this: anybody that we talk about or cover, we still stand behind innocent until proven guilty. We try to give public information. In this case, I believe with this individual, it needs to be known he is not a registered SO yet. He has not been convicted, so he can do what he wants. He's out on bond. That's it, unless he has bond restrictions from his
whenever he was released on bond, whether the judge gave any restrictions.
Well, that and the bond bondsman.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Sorry, babe.
Okay.
Let people get a chance to get in here. I tried to do it at 6 o'clock, guys. I know that you in the UK, it's really late for you, so I appreciate you, still tuning in. Let me check everything first. So, does the camera look good? Do we have good sound? Let me just know yes or no, and we'll start moving on. I just want to make sure that everything is on point. Let's see. Yeah, thank you. And we're trying what? All right. So yeah. Oh, thank you. Somebody said I think drink plenty of drinks like Powerade, Gatorade. I was drinking juice, the pineapple orange juices. I like those. They hydrate me, and they're actually like 100% juices you get. Those always make me feel better and a little more hydrated, because I do drink a lot of pop, and it's not good for you.
We didn't lose our taste with COVID. We just had everything tasted. No, everything tasted bad. Well, for me.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I woke up with dry mouth, and it's so bad.
But the only thing that I've been able to drink that actually tastes good is Coke, and that's awful because that's not very hydrating. But oh well.
It's cold here in the south, and the people are saying, "Why we're in toboggan?" Because I want to. It's wintertime. When other time do you get a chance to actually wear your winter gear? We've only had.
He wanted me to match him, I think, because he was like, "Wear your toboggan." So
I was gonna come in like this right here.
Oh gosh, not gangsters.
Gangster? No, I was going to though. Oh, American Eagle hoodie. All right, guys. Let's we got 230 people in here. Let's get this.
Arietti said it's only 11 p.m. in the UK, so that's good.
Oh, cool.
It's not as late as what I was thinking it was.
What with smell love? What? Let's see here. Camera good. Sound is great, and you both look awesome. Love your background. Thank you. I actually downloaded a few new ones, and
oh gosh,
we were gonna start out with one. I mean, it's this is a live. We can I can do whatever I want here. And we have the freedom to play around, and that's why I played music, and I played different intros, outros. We talk about these cases, and they're very serious, but sometimes you just got, you got to just set yourself apart from all that negativity, because it will consume you. Very quickly, very, very quickly. Here's the other background we were gonna check out. I like this one. I think it's cool. I got this one, and I got this one. So we're gonna roll with that one. I think, and we might switch it up a little later on.
I still like the blue
one. Could you see it on that one, or was I just showing ourselves?
I don't even know.
All right, guys. So 251 people in here. We're gonna. I found out some crazy information on some vehicles. I just been verified. I'm going to be very careful with what I show on that. I'm not trying to dox anybody. I will tell you that I found out some information. So last night, after that live stream, I put another video out. We made another little video because I was inaccurate, and I wanted to make sure that I was giving you factual information. So I called and made sure. There's actually another neighbor named Don, who's a good guy, that was down with the boys on June 15th. So I was wrong about that, and I own up to that. Say I was wrong, and I tried to fix it very quickly by putting that other video out. If you haven't seen it, I can play it here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do you want to play it here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, everything else in the video was right. The only thing was where we were saying that Don Sherfy Sr. was the one that was out searching with the boys on June 15th. That was not correct. So
yes, and the car, the property that has all the cars on it,
Right.
where the woman yelled at them to get off her property, the JLR in them, that's not where
the Sherfys
Mr. Sherfy lives. He is actually, this is the information that I found out. He actually is dating. Okay, so if you've been following this case, you know who the Goads are. They have a big conflict with the Wells over property. Before Don Wells' mother passed away, she was promised some property to the Goads. And, but when Don came to take care of her, his mom switched up and gave the property to him. So there's a lot of hard feelings in between those two families.
Kaz said she saw the Dons dancing and the party was nice for the Dons.
Did you like that video?
He was like, look, we could do this and all the Dons will be dancing.
Yeah, we have 5 Dons now.
Yeah.
So I want to show you.
There's 5 Dons, 4 or 5 Andys.
Yeah.
Or Andrews, and then 3 Candaces. So, I mean, you only have to learn a few names if you want to get caught up on this case, but you have to be able to keep them all straight. So that's the only hard thing.
Why is it not going to it? I got so much stuff pulled up again, probably.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let me do this. And
I've got to go to the eye doctor. Can't see nothing.
I do too. Here, let me get past this.
We still do not.
I didn't get premium. Okay.
Said.
I'm going to play this real quick. Let me share my screen. And then I got some video files that are already pulled up that I'm going to let y'all check out. I tried to be a little bit prepared on this one, so I'm not waiting around being silent trying to pull up videos. I'm learning, guys. I'm doing the best I can here, so bear with me.
I think we're doing better than we used to, so.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're
for sure
getting there.
Okay. Let's see here. Why is the sound so high?
All right, I have to fix a mistake because earlier today on the live stream, I said that Don Sherfy Sr. was the one that
was
down with the boys searching for Summer on June 15th. After I got done with the live stream, I called Don Wells and asked him if that was accurate. He told me that it was actually another neighbor named Don that he thinks is a really good guy. So I have to fix that problem, and I definitely, want to be factual about everything we do.
All right, check it out. So you know how we do with locations. We try to put them in an approximate location. Do that to protect people's privacy and, their wishes. I put that marker from the 2 minutes to the Wells property, and I shouldn't have put it right there where the car lot was. That information and woman had nothing to do with Don Sherfy Sr. I was wrong about that. So the house further up, Don Sherfy Sr. is dating a woman that lives back there, and she lives with her mother also. That's the 2 things I had to fix. So then we got to go to the other Don down at the bottom. I covered this on the last clip that on this video, but there's another neighbor named Don. Way too many Dons.
Yeah, there's a lot of Dons on Ben Hill Road.
So
it's kind of crazy.
I haven't got this Don's last name yet. I think I do, but I want to be sure before I say it. So this is a neighbor to the Wells. He's been very kind to the Wells since this has happened, and he tried to help with the boys. Then we have Don Sherfy Sr. that came down and said he was former law enforcement, and said what he said. Everything else was accurate on the last live stream. I just wanted to clear this stuff up. This was a good thing to have a relationship with the Wells, so I can call Don and ask him if I was accurate with that information. And he corrected me, and I wanted to come on here and be, do this with integrity and show you that, yeah, I can make mistakes and I'll fix them. I hope y'all enjoyed the live earlier. Still crazy information on Don Sherfy Jr. We're going to keep looking into this. I appreciate every single one of you. Remember, at the end of the day, everybody wants justice.
I
actually had to do this twice because I added a clip of all the Dons dancing here. There we go. Okay, so now we have 5 Dons in this case. You got Don Wells Sr., Don Wells Jr., Don Sherfy Sr., Don Sherfy Jr., and then there's Don, the neighbor that was helping search for Summer with the boys. We have Andy's, we have Don's,
3 Candaces.
3 Candaces, a lot of names, hard to keep up with. Bear with us, guys. I see on this live we got all the Dons dancing. Bring a little levity to it. So, yeah, that's it. I just snuck this extra clip in here, so I'll say it again. Remember, at the end of the day, everybody wants justice.
But justice doesn't have to be carried out with hate.
We get it right one day. Thanks, guys. This is it. Last thing I'm recording.
See ya.
Should you
All
answer
right,
it
guys.
or
Sorry
let
about
it go
that.
to voicemail? If you don't know who's
Let me
calling,
fix
it's
that.
hard to know what to do. Cue been verified.
Stop it. All right. So I hope that, I put that out. You can find that in the video section. I made sure to do that last night very, very quickly. Hey, Penny, what's up? Long time no see, long time no talk. I wish you would have caught the live last night. I thought it was pretty good. This one, I got some even a little bit crazier information. Well, not crazier. Last night, I don't know. We can trump that.
Yeah.
But I believe that not just for this case, but for the community, that person needs to be known what's going on.
Especially since he's out on bond.
He's out on bond. Yeah, and I was thinking last night, that is not a high bond.
It's not.
For
not
those
for
charges, oh my Lord, for those charges. He over what, 1,000?
Well, I mean,
damages?
yeah, if you look, because there's 10 charges for greater than 100 photos. So that's over 10,000. So.
Yeah.
Or is it? No,
10,000 or 1,000?
1,000. Over 1,000.
Right.
We're not good at math right now.
Okay, so Penny, you remember the guy that came down on JLR and MGL and all them, Donald Sherfy Sr. He said he was former law enforcement. I checked out him. He was a reserve officer for Sullivan County in the 90s. He was there, 3 years? Something like that. Don't quote me on that.
It was not a very long period of time. Then
he was a corrections officer at Hawkins County for like 4 months, 5 months, something like that.
According to what we found. Now, we don't know if that's completely accurate, but
I ran it, been verified.
I know, but I'm just saying, you saw that there was some inaccuracies.
So I don't know, he said he had, he claimed he had ties to law enforcement and he knew inside information. So why didn't we know about his son, Donald Sherfy Jr., with all these charges? It's a bunch. I will show him again. Oh, no, it was just in that clip. And yeah, Penny, that's where I saw it too. I don't watch it either. But I did watch the neighbor come down and make those claims. So I had a bad feeling about it. I wanted to look into him. And so we looked in and, I put the name in, just Google. And the son came up 28 years old with 4 aggravated
exploitation
of a
child.
minor.
Yeah, of a minor.
And then, here, check this out. We'll just do this. We'll make it easier for everybody. This right here will, so if you haven't seen it, if you're new tonight, you didn't come in last night for that live. I thought it went very well. Here we go. This is general sessions. I'm going to be very careful because there is another sibling, and we're just going to go over the vehicle here in just a minute. But I don't want to say his name out yet because I did run a background. He didn't have anything.
Yeah, so there's no need to really look into him. It was only the vehicle that we wanted to talk about.
Yeah. Excuse me? No.
You spell it wrong. You spelled it wrong right there.
Did I?
Yeah, you forgot the E. There you go.
Okay, check this out. Can y'all see this? Okay, they can.
Mm-hmm.
These are the charges right here for this individual.
And mind you, he was charged a month before
Summer goes
went
missing. Yeah.
But he got out on bond the very next day after he was charged with this.
Yeah, this right here is very concerning. So he got out on the 21st of May. He's out on bond. Now, if he has an alibi, if law enforcement releases and this man has an alibi, then we check him off.
Right.
We are just looking into
something that's concerning.
Something that's concerning. So I also showed that he lives on the same road as where they found Evelyn Boswell's, the deceased child. He lives on the same road. I got to let you check this out because I found something else. I really dug in and tried to do research on this one. So this right here, let's see here. His next court day is 4/7/22.
We found something very interesting with that too. That we can talk about.
Yeah. He has the same court date
and time
at 9 a.m.
and judge,
yeah, as Megan Boswell
on her next court appearance.
They go to court the same day, and the same time docket. I don't know, strange stuff going on.
Unless maybe that's just when they're doing their heavier cases like that, like more and child related. I don't know.
That's at the same time as the docket.
Right.
Hey, what's up, Crude? Good to see you here. Thank y'all for being here with us tonight. I just wanted to dig a little bit deeper on this because, like I said, if we're going to be objective, let's look at everybody that is around this child. So we'll talk about so he lived on, the son, Junior, lived on the same road as where Megan or Evelyn Boswell was found. Then it's like an 8-minute drive. I have it all mapped out and I can show you. Then you have the father, Senior, living only 2 minutes from the Wells property. Does Junior frequent Ben Hill Road? Has he been out there since he's been out on bond? These are answers that I'd like to see. This is important. Why has this guy never been talked about? Yeah, it's, this, now, like I said, again, if they come out and they say he's got an alibi, he's good, we're done. We're not going to talk about it no more. But we're going to look at everything because that's what we do. Because I don't think you can fairly go at this case without looking at everything. And I mean everything. And we're going to get into that too. What?
No, I was just fixing.
Okay, here, so 2 continuances. This was his bond, and I messed up last night because I said, oh, that's a high bond, but it's not. With the bondsman, it's only $1,000 to get out. They released him on a $10,000 surety bond. He bonded out 5/21/2021. Status of the case is open. Let's see here. let me stop sharing this, and I'm gonna show you the next thing I got. Oh, look, you're blurring out because.
I'm sorry.
Hold on one second, guys. Sorry, guys. I had talked to my one of my youngins. I'm from the South. Have you ever heard him called that, youngins? All right. So this is what I wanted to show you. This is what I shared last night. I just kind of did a slide show about this. Let's see here. Okay. So I said this is from last night. We're going to go over it real quick. It's only like 6 clips. And I know you guys saw it, but I got some new stuff to go over too. I said, who is Don the neighbor? Now we know that there's another Don the neighbor, right? We're buffering. Are we? Is everything good? Camera good? Okay. This is Sherfy Senior, and this is incorrect because I fixed this earlier in this live. Also, as the neighbor who drove up and asked the protesters to leave, and then we got all that. So this is Junior. This is Don Jr., and he got in some legal troubles in May of 2021. This is a little bit concerning. Here's what they said about this, that they actually raided his home. Sullivan County Sheriff's Office recently received the tips from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children regarding child pornography being uploaded to the internet from a residence in Sullivan County. Detectives began an investigation in the tips and determined that the IP address of the suspect came back to the residence in Bluntville. Investigators were provided with the username of the Snapchat and Instagram accounts. Wow, that the suspect was using to transmit the pornography. I'm not gonna say it. The suspect's date of birth that was used on the accounts was also provided. A search warrant was obtained for the residence for, I'm not going to dox him there, but Muddy Creek Road, this is all public information on the news channels and everything. So it's out there. Bluntville, Muddy Creek Road, Bluntville, and was executed this morning. Investigators spoke to a resident, Donald Wayne Sherfy Jr., and he admitted to possessing and distributing the pornography. Donald Wayne Sherfy Jr., age 28 of 2408, Muddy Creek Road, was taken into custody and charged with 4 counts of aggravated exploitation of a minor. He remains incarcerated with arraignment pending. So then he got hit, I guess, with a lot more charges because we showed him just now. There's a lot more. Crazy stuff. So, I'm just catching everybody up. This is just to prove that, that is him. That's his son. That's the son and father. We see the red trucks behind him. I believe this picture was taken on Ben Hill Road. Right here. Yeah. I do believe it was.
I believe you are correct.
Yeah, but there's Ford F-150 and I believe a Dodge. Okay. I put out the distance from where this is from Evelyn Boswell's final location and where Don Jr.'s address is.
And once again, we are not saying that he is involved in the Evelyn Boswell case. We all know that Megan has been arrested and charged with what happened with her. She still has yet to go to court for that. And
they go on the same day.
Right. But she actually is scheduled for a jury trial in September. So we know that that's kind of where this seems to be going with that. But we're just saying that it's kind of coincidental. If that's the
synchronicity, it's too much. Very close here to where Evelyn's found. And then so we went over the Facebook post of Senior, of the father. There was all things posted about Evelyn Boswell, but there was not one thing posted on his Facebook about summer till January of this year, 22.
January 12th or something.
January 12th, 2022.
And yes, he was out on bond when Summer went missing.
Yeah, he got out on bond on the 20th of May, goes missing on June 15th, 2021. So, yeah, this is the distance. So I did, this is approximate, and it's a little farther up this road, the park, but it's a 2-minute, this is the distance from Don Senior Wells to the Wells property.
Once again, just in case anybody didn't catch what he just said, that's not the exact location, but it is a 2-minute drive.
2-minute drive. That's approximately.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, I wanted to go over that. I want to catch everybody up, get them on point of what I'm talking about. Guys, if you don't care, I would like to get this out into the algorithm. I just at least think the community and everybody should know about somebody that is roaming around. He is not convicted yet, so he is not registered through the state of Tennessee yet. I don't know if they're watching him and they keep ties on him through his bondsman, or the judge had terms for when he was released. We don't know. There's nothing. I don't understand if this man, the father was ex-law enforcement. Why have we not heard of this guy? Why? I think it's a big deal. He's been with, I think the father has been with the lady on Ben Hill Road for quite a while. He said, so we heard, through my research, they said he was dating her, but he said my mother-in-law has heart issues. So I don't know if he's considering himself pretty much her husband. But I would feel like if the father's out there, then the son would frequent that area.
I mean, he might. We don't know.
He might. That's not a fact. That's an assumption, and I am doing that here because I think that is important. We're going to put out public information. Like I said, we're going to look into everybody. That's only fair, right?
Inherited immunity.
Inherited immunity. Please write that. Yes.
Yes, we were talking about that last night.
Inherited immunity. Yes, it is, Penny. Yes, it is. Okay, so, like I said last night, we got to put some stuff together. What we've been talking about, we've been talking about the prints for a long time. We've been talking about, the campsite, everything. These things start to seem to come together. Just remember that. I'm not going to say nothing else about it. Sad part is even if they have an ankle monitor on him, the heels, they don't get a say. Right. And he would only, I don't even know if they do that. It's sad in this area. And I will tell this as a fact. You will get more time.
Oh, absolutely.
For a drug charge than you will get for
hurting a child.
For hurting a child or doing something.
I will give an example of this because there was a woman that I know from my hometown. Her and her husband, they had a newborn baby. They ended up harming that baby and causing her death when she was 8 days old.
8 days old.
8 days old. And this still, it breaks my heart. But she ended up, her and him both, I'm pretty sure she is out now. This happened in 2013. I'm pretty sure that she is out of jail now. If not, she gets out this year. And her husband gets out in the next year or two.
Yeah.
They got more time on drug charges that they were charged with than they did for causing her death. And she was 8 days old. That just... Your
grandmother ran the squad call.
My grandmother has been in the...
Goofy cat.
My grandmother has been a EMT for 50 years now. And that call was the only call that I have ever seen. She's seen a lot of bad things, a lot. And that call hurt her more than any call I've ever seen.
Tiggy, that was not him on Ben Hill Road. I know who that was that you're talking about.
Yeah.
K-Dan, Kim and Alli, can you get to the house from Ben Hill or Simpson Road. What do you mean? Which house? Oh, thank you, Foggy Moore. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mama Bear. Yeah, guys, let's not talk about other creators in here. We're going to treat everybody respectfully. That's what I'm about here. Difference of opinion is great. It's okay. We ask that people be very respectful. This is how you don't have drama. This is how we stop it and we focus on what we're doing in these cases, right? I take it very seriously. We try to. We came into this, we made a promise to ourselves. We might only be YouTubers, but we were able to go out and be trained on search and rescue from some of the best.
Mhm.
Some of the best people that we haven't even talked about, but we interviewed with them. Very, very, very fortunate. And we might just be YouTubers, but we take it seriously, and we were able to.
And we hope to do that again.
We
soon,
are going to do it again for that child.
Right, absolutely. But whenever the weather gets a little bit better, right now is not the most opportune time to be able to be out there. But
yeah, thank you, Penny. Look, I'm not done. I got some more.
Mhm.
I'm blow your mind. I was digging on this one. It's crazy. So let's go into what else I got. If I think you will. Was that anything else? Were we talking about? I don't want to. So I need to remove that from studio or what?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man. Okay. I don't want to mess anything up. All right. So let's see what's next. I want to answer K-Dan. I don't want to miss what she said. Yes, Don Senior's girlfriend house. Yes. I said that they are actually I believe the goats that have the dispute with the Wells. I think that's a crazy thing too. Ziggy, I'm not trying to be rude. You from what you were explaining, I know who was out there that day, and I know what was going on.
We know them personally.
I know them personally, and yeah, I'm not trying to be rude to you either. I'm just trying to clear that up because if you saw the picture of this guy, the junior, a lot bigger, heavier weight, I know who that guy was and what he was doing out there that day. Because yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Let's see here. Let me see. I'm sorry, guys, getting behind on the chat. I've got it on slow mode. So, hey, what's up, Blair? Appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Sally423, what's up? Jamie Howard, how are you doing? Brukovich, Ziggy loves more like light. Is that okay? Thank you, Connie Lynn. I was kind of lost. I don't want to read it in somebody else's conversation. Let's see here. So what am I going? Let's go into now.
Vehicles.
Do what? Vehicles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that one.
Because that pertains.
All right. I found this very, very this is another thing. So, and I'm not gonna talk about the other sibling in this family, but the vehicle stuck out to me. And you'll see why. Let me get this up here for you. Which one is it? Which one did I click on?
Solely from what Nerdy Addict said whenever he was here doing his drone work, he went to Walgreens and he talked to them, and they said that no one, including law enforcement, came and collected the security camera footage.
Hold on one second, guys. I have to answer this real quick. So I'm going to mute this and I will get right back to it. What is going on here? Hold on 1 second. I'm so sorry about that. I was trying to be respectful. That was Mr. Wells asking me something about
Somebody else.
He thought we were doing a live on something else. This information blew their mind too. They hadn't heard about it either, which I find crazy. Okay, let me see here. I had this pulled up, and I'm sorry about that. I kind of got disrupted there. So let me find this again. And this information is crazy. There it is. Okay. So can you see? Okay. This is the vehicle that one of them own. It is a 2001 Chevrolet S10. Looks very, very similar. It's victory red. This, I don't know if this is the exact pictures, but this is the vehicles that one of them
similar vehicle.
Similar
make and model.
Exactly. This I felt like when we come across this, I don't believe in coincidences. There's a lot of things. This vehicle right here could be misidentified as a Toyota Tacoma. It's around the same year.
And they said that they were not 100% sure that the truck that was seen was a Toyota Tacoma. They said possibly a Toyota Tacoma. And the year was 1998 to 2002, I believe.
It was.
And this S10 is a 2001.
Very good. Exactly.
So,
Thank
sorry,
you.
guys.
Thank you, Kay Davis. We appreciate that. And before, if anybody asks, anything that we make from this channel goes back into what we are doing for when we're research and when we go out and do searches for summer wells and other cases when we cover them. That's what we do this for. We really find this a passion for trying to help people. We've been blessed to be able to help people through this. Tegan Dougherty, his father still out of the blue
yeah. Oh my
I told him,
gosh.
he was like, don't send me
He is so nice.
PayPal or cash at
Cash
$20, and he doesn't say anything, but he'll send it very
just
randomly, and I'm like, hey man, he appreciates us. We they got on the move right after Tegan had been missing for almost 2 months.
Yeah.
We put out some information, and law enforcement actually told the father they knew nothing about the mother and her past
until
CPS, and we called it out. So there is some good things that can come from social media.
And arrests were made in that.
Yeah, arrests were made in that. There also is hey Chasing, I saw you just now. Also with Dykes. Lexi Dykes. She called into our live, and it was amazing. These are things that help us to continue with this. It's a passion. We're not going to quit till somebody brings some information forward. We're probably, like I said, we're probably the worst YouTubers ever because we don't talk about most of the stuff we know. I have a phone full of content that I can't talk about because I don't want to hurt an investigation. So this is 7 possible photos now. So I don't believe this is the same vehicle. This is crazy. There's a red one. There's a white one. See this?
Well.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But it says the color is victory red.
Yeah, victory red.
And this is the been verified account from the other sibling there. I found this, to be very interesting. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Chasing, I did yesterday. You were proud of me.
I was so proud of him. I said, you did research like I do. And I haven't been doing a lot of research lately, and that's my fault. But I was so proud of him. Because usually I'm the researcher in this group, not him. So when he pulled this out, I was like, whoa. I've taught him a thing or two in 10 years, maybe.
Dude, I started digging, and I've got some more. We're not done yet. I want answers for this child. I hope that this is not the case with any kind of person like this. But
it just needs to be talked about.
Why are we not hearing about it? It bothers me. We've never heard of this fella. Thank you, M. G'day, I think.
We don't know how to pronounce a lot of
I got
names.
my on you. Good Lord, another red truck. Let's see.
Sully, I don't know.
She said, how do you know what info to put out and not put out? If I feel like it's going to hurt the investigation in any way, shape, or form, we don't talk about it.
And a lot of things we get approved before we talk
We
about
got permission for it.
it.
I felt like this fellow here, Junior, the community needs to know about somebody like that. Over 1,000 images, and then the 4 counts of aggravated. This right here.
It's exploitation.
This right here. I mean, I'm not, if we're going to talk about it, we're going to talk about it and we're going to show it. I'll show it again. This is crazy. Why has this not been talked about? Thank you, Candy Aldridge. I'll be right back. I just threw this up. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you. Really do.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so this right here, let me go back to the charges here, and we're going to zoom in on. And we have 2 different dates on here for these. So if you can read this, the first one's from 10/13/2021, but the violation date was 4/16/21. And then the other charges were 5/20/2021. You have the aggravated exploitation of a minor, 4 counts of that. And then you have the exploitation of a minor greater than 100 images. You have 10 counts of that. And this is how bad I am at math. I know it's 1,000, but I have to check it. Let's see. Yeah.
Everybody
over 1,000 images. Go ahead.
just please be respectful in the chat. Please.
Yeah, look what the message I pinned.
Have to keep interrupting everything just to talk about how we need to be respectful. We're all adults and we just need to be kind to each other.
Everybody has strong feelings, and
Right.
Look, I'll tell you, for a while I had the strongest feeling, and it took me a long time, this past December, to swallow my pride and not say nothing back, because it doesn't get us nowhere.
Right.
So we all have to do that. People have not apologized. I even said, look, it's all good.
Yeah.
People, but I will say this: there was a creator that emailed me, and I respect her so much for this. I'll go ahead and say it. Jay, thank you for the email.
Thank you.
Jay is for Justice emailed me and apologized, and
that meant a lot to us.
A whole lot. She said she was very sorry, and we
appreciated the fact that she was adult enough to do that, and that really meant a lot to us.
Yeah, and
that's the way that we should act, in my opinion.
If you have an issue with somebody, go to that creator, find the email them, talk to them, do whatever. That's the way we solve things, guys. It's the way I feel. Crimes, Lives, and Alibis. Good job. I sent an email about Summer B-Day on all creators. Please get in touch. Yes, I'll check that out, Terry. Thank you. I will. We're gonna come by there.
Did you show?
What? This?
No, the other one.
What are you talking about? I don't know. There's nothing.
Yes, there is.
There is not. Okay, that one?
Yeah.
I did that one.
Okay, I was just asking.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Okay.
I know, I just didn't see it. I was reading some things.
So that's those charges right there. Insane, right? So let's look at the next thing I got. I think that's everything on here. I didn't want to show anything really on Ben Verified. We went over his law enforcement career and how long he was there. Let's take this down. And all right. Let's see. Yeah, that's exactly right, Chasing. Her name's Fake to Chasing Truth. That's right, Penny. We put our differences aside. We really didn't have any, but once we talked to each other, we got along very well.
Yeah.
And I respect her. She, sometimes we got to put things, and really talk to somebody, and you get to the answers. Because sometimes we might be confused if we're just going on what we hear and rumors, right? Why did that phone go off like that? I've never seen it. That was loud. Okay. Yeah, and let's see here. Yeah, so let's just be cool in the chat. That's all I'll say. We're going to leave it at that. We're not going to interrupt anymore. What's up? Okay. So this is the next thing I want to show. Is that... Why is that saying screen mute screen audio? There we go. Okay, yeah. It's all good. I'll take care of it. Hey, thank you for becoming a member. Is that Ziggy?
I don't know.
Or a different one? Let's
I
see.
only know of one Ziggy.
So I'm going to show this right now. This is a footage from the Wells property that I didn't show. This is when we found the bus trail. There was a dog handler that came out and actually spoke on Jay is for Justice, I believe.
I think.
That's the first place she spoke, and she said she was a dog handler. We have not been able to confirm or deny that. She said that the scent was actually picked up on this bus trail.
Not the dog trail.
Not the dog trail. This is what she said.
We have not, once again, been able to confirm or deny that. So we don't know.
So I'm going to show you, this is the bus trail. If you haven't seen this, wait till you see the coverage and the way you can stand down there and nobody will see you. I've never showed this footage right here.
I felt like we did, but we might not have.
I did.
Guys, I'm coming down from the house. Down here. I want to make it known that once the driveway hits right there, you can't.
Alicia Paz, thank you so much.
Thank you. You do not have to do that.
Wow. Hope y'all can use this to take you and your kids to have a fun day. When God tells us we're here to serve others, you walk definitely. Walk that walk. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's powerful right there. Thank you so much. That's amazing. And God bless you.
Yes, absolutely. We appreciate that.
You know, and we've been in the same place before when God's put something on our heart to do something for somebody, and they never ask, and they never, you just get that feeling sometimes, and it's a powerful thing.
Yes.
It always feels good to help somebody else. That's amazing.
Thank you.
That's how our world has to turn back to. We have to be passionate. We have to, and it's not money that's the issue. It's just being kind to people and treating people with respect. And we let our mouth fly off before we think a lot. And our tongue is a sword. It cuts deeper than a sword does. When it hurts your emotion, people, we got to be careful. You could say something to somebody and it really just destroy them. And you don't even know it.
Right.
All right, I'm done with my rant. I'm going to play this. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Bella Explores Life.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you. All right, I'm gonna play this and hopefully. Oh, Chasey. Yeah. I thought you were already a member. She renewed it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, my membership is fun. All right, let's play this. Thank you so much. Y'all are awesome, man. I went over to Gray's last night, and I was trying to help him out. He came over, and I support him 100% too. Yeah, so it's crazy right now. He was even talking. He said, "Be careful. Don't ever leave on bad terms with your loved ones. Always leave on a good note when they're leaving. Say, I love you, because it might be the last words you say to that person.
It's true.
Because we never know when God's going to take us and our time is up. So always be careful, when you don't be in a fight with somebody, even if you're so angry, say, look, I love you. I don't want to leave on these kind of terms. It's powerful. My 3 healers, thank you so much for becoming a member. Yeah, y'all are awesome. I'm gonna play this now. Who won a mug from Gray? Did I?
Can't see nothing over that little ridge. You can't even hear Don. He just went down the driveway. You can't hear nothing right there. You can't hear nothing when he pulled up. I'm coming down through here. This is another path that comes down here to the school bus.
I was going to say
platform area.
The platform. A plateau.
Platform.
All right, here's a little platform area down where the bus is. That hasn't been seen. This is back here. The dog trail runs back down there. This is back behind the school bus. There's this old part of a jungle gym. There's another trail that comes down right from the driveway. Right there, that's the other one. And this is this one. Oh, there's a path that goes all the way down through here too to the driveway.
This is crazy. You can't see nothing
There's
right
a
here.
path that travels down to the driveway where somebody could park and wait. This is the bottom part of the driveway that runs back around. You can see the house right through there. But if you're sitting down here in a car, you would not see the driveway.
That's the driveway on the other side of that little bit of greenery right there.
Yeah.
On the other side of the,
What happened? Was it over?
I don't know. That right there.
But if you're sitting down here in a car,
Okay.
you would not see.
Right behind that
This is the bottom part of the driveway that runs
This is
back
before it
around.
goes around
You
the
can see
curve.
house
So
right through
this
there.
is all foliage.
But if you're sitting down here in a car, you would not see.
All right, hold on one second. I want to, I want to make this point real quick.
Somebody asked if we ever went down.
Yeah,
to the
I
driveway.
saw this one too, and this one is what I want to answer. It's 3 for me. Did y'all ever go up from the so-called trail from the road? Yes, many times.
Yes,
I did the whole thing. I actually took a 35-pound bag of dog food and ran it
down the trail.
down the trail. About broke my ankle. It is very steep.
I went about halfway. I did not go the whole way. I was not in the correct shoes that day. But I was able to go about halfway, and then I stopped and turned around and came back up. Cam went all the way to the bottom and then walked back up it. And then he went down with the dog food.
They have a, we did a 2-person point of view on that video. I didn't tell Alli when she was up at the camper that I was going to go and take off and grab the bag of dog food and go back down that trail. You could only see me, I think, timed at 11 seconds.
11 seconds
Oh,
is what it took him to get to go to the door, pick up the 35-pound bag of dog food, and then walk across the driveway to the dog trail and go start going down it.
We tried to do it correct.
I did not know that he was going to go down it when he did. I just happened to turn around and I could see him from maybe his shoulders up. But if somebody was not paying attention, it's possible. Yeah, very possible. But this trail right here, like I said, one of the dog handlers talked to JS for Justice. You could literally park at the bottom of that driveway. No, this is around the curve. You can come up that bus trail, and it's like a wall of foliage. And nobody would ever see you. I'm going to show you a video. There's a lot of new people in here from channel that hasn't seen our stuff. I was literally 10 feet away from Alli, and you could not see me. And I'm wearing bright blue, and I'm a big guy. You can hear him talking as he's videoing. He's recording from the other side. You can hear him talking in my video that I recorded, and you can hear me talking in the video that he recorded. Yeah, that's how close we were, but we could not see each other at all. Yeah, I'm gonna show it right now. Give me just a second. This and I will premiere these videos again. That's a good idea, Chasing. Why's that? Why do you not have a wrench? Give her back her. I don't know why you don't have one, Tabitha Key. That's weird. But now you do. Yeah, I don't know how that got removed. I'm so sorry. That's crazy. What's going on here? Dang. Okay, let me find my video here of this. It's way down. Yeah, but it's right here. It's easier to. Whoa. That's back at the beginning. All right. Okay, this is the unseen bus trail. Yeah. Is that it? Yeah. Another trail on the Wells property that has not been seen. That's it. This one? Yeah. What's this one? This one is the one that goes down to the shed that we showed. Oh, yeah. Okay, I've even got another video pulled up that is the one that we did the driveway.
Build your brand online.
Gotta
Bear
get
with
that
me.
premium.
I'm gonna get the premium account. Manimal Reacts. He gave me down there. He said, "Come on, man, I'm gonna have to pay for your
premium.
your premium." I was like, "No, I think I can do it."
With a beautiful logo. Just go to Wix Logo.
All right, let me get ready to share this one. Let me get over here. Okay. And then I have the other video files already pulled up.
Chasing said this unseed one did it for me.
Yeah, this one's crazy.
This is the one when we saw this one, we were like, oh my gosh. It's that one. I think that the bus trail.
Sorry.
In my opinion, the bus trail, this one right here that we're showing, this would be the easiest access point if there was an abduction.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say.
That has never been
My
recorded
intro has
before. And we think
upgraded
this is
since then.
very,
I'm glad
very
that was
relevant
gone.
because this is where the school bus is. This is a path that leads off to the driveway. And again, if you heard anything we said in the past videos, there's no sound. You can't hear a vehicle pull up this driveway
Very
whatsoever.
true.
And also the brush and the trees are just very thick there, and you can't see anything. If somebody is standing behind that, we let Cam stand on one side of it and I stood on the other, and I could not even see him through the trees.
Yeah, it's
crazy. There's a lot of vantage points. Again, we said the dogs were not even up there that day, so that proves what the whales were saying. Again, we stand on a side of neutral, and we're just showing you exactly what we saw and what we got. We will talk to you as we go through this video a little bit more, but here's what we got. This is the house. Here's the path that goes down to the school bus. Here's a little gravel path. This has all been not recorded on record. And this needs to be seen.
Can you not hear it? I'm sorry.
I'm walking all the way down here to where this meets the driveway. Again, people could easily come up through here.
I am sharing system audio.
Here's the driveway. You park down here. This is going. You can't even see the house here. Here's the building from the previous. Down at the bottom of the hill with the shooting house.
Deer blind
Okay,
shooting
right here,
house.
you're going to
Same
see
thing.
two different points of view. My point of view in my video, and Allison's on the exact other side of this brush doing her point of view. And I'm going to let her tell you about the pictures she took too.
So right now what you're looking at is two pictures that, like Kim said, that I took of him on the other side of the bushes while I'm standing in the driveway. The first picture, I promise you, Cam is on the other side of that brush, but you cannot see him whatsoever. The other picture that we're showing right now is a picture that you actually
Sorry if it's
can
echoing,
see
guys.
Cam,
I tried.
but I want you guys to see how long it takes you to find him.
What now?
And I want you to think about
Okay.
if you were, let's just say, driving up that driveway, or if you were in that yard even, would you be able to see somebody?
All right. Oh, here's the next picture. I want to see if you can find me in this
Yeah.
picture. It's crazy.
He's there.
I'm here, and I'm actually in both of these. But
Would you
check
pick
this
them
out.
out on the other side of that brush? And you have to take into account that when Summer went missing, they were not even on this side of the house. They were behind the house
Thank
at
you.
Grandma's camper.
Right. And I'm wearing bright blue in these pictures and on these videos. And you can barely see me. But you gauge it for yourself. We're not going to tell you either way. Here it is. Allison's on the other side of this brush taking a picture of me and videoing at the same time. The house.
Want me to go back? Okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you.
This
where I
shows
was at.
just how brushy, and you will not be seen.
Okay,
The
right.
house is on the other side.
We'll go back to that part right there in
All right.
just a second.
Can you see me in this? I want to tell me what the chat's saying. And
How many of you were able to find Cam?
I can't see. Let's see the chat.
Penny said she can never find you.
Okay, I'm going to show. Can you see my mouse right here? I'm going to show you where I'm at. Tell me if this ain't crazy right here. Can you see my mouse right here circling? It's a little bit delayed, right?
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Check that out. Can you see me right there? I'm kind of bent over.
He was like hunkered down a little bit.
Right here. See the mouse? I am right there.
I see one person that said that they
Nobody can
found
see
you.
me?
Everybody else said that they could not see you.
All right, see this right here, this big long branch? That's my head right there. I'm wearing bright blue. This is crazy. That's my head right here behind the mouse. This is my shoulders right here. Tell me that's not crazy.
I thought it was crazy. And then the one that was right before that, show it too.
At
You were in
Grandma's
it.
camper.
Right.
They were not
This
even
one?
on this side
On
of the.
back, yeah.
And you have to take
Nope, on
into.
back.
Would you pick them out?
On back.
But I want you
That's the
guys to
same
see
one.
how
There's
long it
another one.
while
right
I'm
here.
standing in the driveway.
All right, yeah, this one right here, I'm going to point it out to you if you can see it.
Actually, I don't know.
I'm
Well, dang, I done lost him too.
I'm right here.
I
Right
think,
there,
yeah,
that's me right
there.
there. Right there, and I can see everything, but you cannot see me.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's like my blue kind of blended in with the green. That it's very hard to see on
And
that
his
one.
shirt was bright blue.
You'll see it right here in a minute.
The first picture, I promise you, Cam is on the other side of that brush, but you cannot see him whatsoever. The other picture that we're showing right now is a picture that you actually can see Cam, but I want you guys to see how long it takes you to find him. And I want you to think about if you were, let's just say, driving up that driveway, or if you were in that yard even, would you be able to see somebody? Would you pick them out on the other side of that brush? And you have to take into account that when Summer went missing, they were not even on this side of the house. They were behind the house at Grandma's camper.
Right. And I'm wearing bright blue in these pictures and on these videos. And you can barely see me. But you gauge it for yourself. We're not going to tell you either way. Here it is. Allison's on the other side of this brush taking a picture of me and videoing at the same time. The house is on the other side. This shows just how brushy.
You can hear me
and
talking
you will not
right
be
there on
seen.
the other side where I was recording.
I'm
my
not
video.
going with the dog trail anymore. I think it's somewhere else.
That was my opinion.
Allison's on the other side.
Okay,
You can hear
guys.
me now.
I'm videoing. We're down here. I'm at the driveway right now. Up here is the house. Right there is Summer's swing.
Did my camera go
Right
off?
here is those trucks. The school bus is right through here.
No, it's not.
I want to show Camden is on the other side of those trees, right? Or on the other side of those
Dang.
bushes and everything. You could not see him through all that vegetation.
Sorry.
Could not see him at all. Right there's the school bus. Somebody very easily, and there's also a path that we'll show you that goes straight from where this school bus is all the way back to the driveway, at the bottom of the driveway.
Dang, man.
All right, guys, that's what we got to
My
show you.
camera
We'll do a
died.
live about this and talk more about it.
I didn't have a charge.
Probably tomorrow evening sometime. But my mind was blown. And I'm not going to speak for Alli, but you can tell them what you think.
Oh, I absolutely think that if somebody wanted to hide right there, I mean, they have easy access to not only get to that basement without anybody
What is
seeing them,
going
but they
on?
have easy access to get off that hill to get to a vehicle to get away.
Multiple entry and exit points. Multiple.
Yeah, on that property, there are multiple places
I'm gonna
that
close
somebody.
this little girl right here. This is the picture. This is what we have to remember.
Yeah.
She's not an object. She is a child, and she is missing. It's not something we sit and talk about all the time, but we're trying, once you get out there, and I know the people that have been out there and been around, the places on the timeline, and every, out near the property and everything, you really get a feel that that child's not there anymore. And there's just like a depression.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Tawanda. Wow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You get a real sense of, now there's the boys aren't there and she's not there. There's no children. There's like
It's just empty.
gloom.
Yeah, an empty gloom, because that yard used to be full of kids just playing and having fun, and especially that swing, because we all know how much Summer loved that swing. That was really hard to see with her not there. And I'm just going to say, I'm glad that we showed that video right there again of the bus trail, because I hadn't watched that in months, and I'm so glad that we're
going to premiere them back out.
Yeah, I'm so glad that we showed that again, because that was good for me to even see, because that just assures me again that it is 100% possible in my mind.
I do too. Once you're there and you can, what?
You're going to have to like shift
the camera? Or no, this?
Yeah, because I'm over to the side.
There, I'm going to fix this.
Sorry, our camera died, so we had to switch to the laptop camera.
I had it fully charged, but I ran it a little bit last night. Okay. Sorry.
I'm just going to act like I love you.
Okay. So there was a question on here, and I was going to answer it from Crime Watch.
Oh, there was a question that I wrote down. Somebody said, how long have the Wells lived there? Candace told me that they had lived there for 13 years.
Yeah. So what does Don say about H saying that D told C that there was a strange guy on the property? When he first said this, and they said there was a man that was camping, right? That's what Hunter said, trying to touch the kids. I immediately, there was a man, Jackie Dobbs, that was across the street, but they said that he had a dispute with Jody Sue. Jody Sue said, called the police. The police said if these people have lived on this property for 200 years, they know where the property line is. Sorry, I'm missing a lot. We're way behind. This one.
That one.
Okay. So that's they were concerned about him. I think that there still needs to be some stuff looked at with that guy. Okay, Patty Ann's ponderings. What about all the dogs that were there? And they were there because the police had to have Candace remove the dogs from the property because of search dogs. Those dogs bark and they would be curious. Listen, I can 100% show you that sometimes when you pull up on that property, the first time we went there, not a dog barked. There was only one there with the puppies. Then another time they might bark.
But they, honest to goodness, we have been around them more times that they did not bark than they did. And the very first time we ever met these dogs, they did not bark at us. And there are 100%, whenever they say that those dogs are not always at that property, they are not always at that property.
They're not. There's the neighbors stated multiple times, hey, they're down in my pond. Right. They run in a pack. They are like wild dogs almost. They do what they want. They're not like your dog, a pet dog that guards your property.
Right.
They're dogs, they're strays that have been left out there, and Don and Candace have fed them. Leonard, it says, was there a trail unknown to Don? Don said that he didn't really know about the dog trail because the dogs had traveled down through there. I think the kids had tried, but he's the one that actually showed me the first trail that goes down the backside past the building. I don't know if you've seen that one. We filmed that one too. I'm gonna premiere these again. It's crazy that nobody has seen these.
Yeah.
K-Dan, wow, oh man,
gosh,
you guys. Thanks for getting us some real info on this case. Hey, we want it too.
Yeah.
We want it too.
That's what we want to see, so that's what we talk about.
Due diligence.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
And everybody wants to say, oh, well, you're just Wells sympathizers. That's not the case. No. We are just trying to show you every aspect of this case. Yeah. We just want to show that there is a possibility, a real possibility, that this little girl could have been abducted.
Look at the strange people that are just now being talked about. Somebody said, well, we've talked about them in groups secretly forever.
That's
That's
not here.
That's not here. It's not been out there. I've researched. I got a bad feeling of why Don
Sharpie.
Senior came down there, and he was aggressive at first, and then he was kind of sympathetic to everybody, and he was agreeing. He said he had inside information. I can tell you from being down there on Ben Hill Road and talking to private property owners, that is not the feeling with everybody down there. There's a big there's a lot of neighbors and stuff that they're questioning. One of the neighbors is one of the ones that told us that, and we didn't hear this from law enforcement. He was part of the first initial search. Said that a dog alerted near that creek on Ben Hill Road and laid down when he alerted. That was the alert. So he laid down.
That's what we were told personally by these property owners.
Can they hire the same PI they used to help a Boswell case? They seem to help that case. I don't know. I'm not. I'll just tell you that the PIs they're on, they work very hard.
Very hard.
Very hard. And
They
took it pro bono.
Yeah. They have put a lot of time and a lot of their own personal money into this case, and they are doing a lot of hard work and research.
I respect them.
I do too.
I respect them, and they've been very kind to us, and they're doing some good work. I can tell you that. Lisa Gooden, she said, I'm a Wells sympathizer. Well, you know what? I sympathize on the fact that it is not fair to attack them and say some of the things that have been said that were completely untrue. And there's no evidence to back that up. So I sympathize with them because I do sympathize with this. Candace tried to make an effort to carry that banner for that church with her daughter picture and name on it. And they were making fun and bring awareness. And they were making fun of her appearance. People were screaming at her, hey, they got your child. Alli and Hunter, that's what they screamed at her during that. Hey, they got your child. How's that
ridiculous.
Fair? So why would you want to go out in public where people make fun of your appearance when you're trying to do what you can for your daughter? And she did at the beginning. She was trying.
And every time they go out in public now, I can say this because this is what I was told personally. Every time that they go out in public, there are people that look at them and they whisper and they're, pointing fingers, and that would be hard.
And hard. That, it is what it is. People throwing cigarettes at them, people calling them names. What does that help?
That's not helping Summer.
And I can tell you this, and I did a live stream on it, and I talked, I know this from big search agencies like EquiSearch and the other SAR teams. They advise parents to not be a part of their searches for two reasons, probably more than that. One, the first one is they don't want them to see that be the last. If they were to stumble across her remains or something out there on a search, they don't want the parent to have that last image in their mind of their child. Second, if the parent was involved, they don't want them knowing what their search efforts are, so that anything could be planted evidence and everything like that. They advise against it. And I showed the proof of it. I've got live streams for days. I've never deleted anything that we have put out there.
Alicia Paz, she said, I just want to read this because I think this is very good. She said, I don't know what was before this, but died of sin daily, but I do believe we will see Don Wells in heaven. I truly believe he wants to change, but the flesh and spiritual warfare is very heavy around him. Please pray for the Wells. There's a lot of, let me find the other one. Spiritual warfare around them and their family, but God prevails. Please put your feelings aside and just pray God's will be done.
It's true.
Absolutely. That is my favorite thing, and that right there means more to me. My tattoo says thy will be done. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's how I pray for everything in life.
We are supposed to be prayer warriors for our brothers and sisters in Christ. Do we agree with everything that the Wells have done? No, we don't.
No.
I've told them that. How would we act if you had a past of addiction and your child is missing? How would you react? I would probably already drowned in my addiction, because addiction is very selfish, and I'm going to call it a disease, because it goes through, it goes from bloodline, fathers to fathers. We have to break the chain of addiction in our families for our children's sake.
And it's a hard thing
it's
to
very
do.
hard, very hard.
I've witnessed it.
With me.
I've witnessed it. And it's a very, very hard thing. But it's possible.
It is. Yeah. So we got off a little track right there, but it's true, man.
I think it's important.
How many times did you go, lay down and I would be asleep and you would not think I'd wake up in the morning?
I talked about that last night on Manimal Reacts, actually, because I did. There was many nights where I would sit up awake watching him because I didn't know if he would wake up.
Yeah, it is. It's selfish. You don't see what you have right in front of you.
About something else.
Yeah. That's, let's pray that we can put our opinions aside and that justice will be served on whoever is responsible for this. Whoever. Where the evidence goes, we go, correct? But till we have evidence, we have to pray and we have to look at people with compassion. How would you want to be treated if you were in this situation? For real. People say, well, I would never do this and I would never do that. Have you been in that situation? Do you know what you would do? How could you handle, through the worst bashing that we have seen on our channel? I thought through that whole thing, imagine what they went through, the family, the things that they've had said to them. Too much. I got off track and I didn't mean to do that, guys. I'm going to talk. This is my channel and this is how we do it. We can do what we want, right? You okay? Jennifer Robinson, that's awesome. I'm going on 6 years in recovery. Have I been perfect through? No. We all fall short. It's how we pick ourselves up and carry on the next day. One foot in front of the other, and we can make it better. We have to set a standard for ourselves that is higher than what we think that we can actually be. You have to strive for something bigger, and know that you are worth it, and that God has a plan for you no matter what you've done. It's possible. For real? I think that's... Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Can't talk about this stuff.
All right. Guys, I love every one of you. Like I said, we don't have hate over here. If you dislike us, you dislike us. It's what it is,
But everybody's welcome here.
Everybody's welcome here, and we treat everybody with respect. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to show you. Let's see. Have I went over everything? I got one more thing. We've had an hour and 19 minutes.
I'm okay now. I'm sorry.
Going to show you one more thing. I didn't show this one, so here's what I got. Sarah Jones, that's awesome. We love you, Alli. Oh,
don't do it. I'll cry again, guys.
12 years sober, Joanne Norman. That's awesome. Congratulations, guys. That's amazing. It's amazing. Let's never forget where we came from and know that we were in a spot like some people in the worst parts of addiction. Never forget where you came from, and let's reach out and help the people that are where we used to be. Correct? I mean, I feel like that's how we have to do. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
People's, places, and things for me, that's exactly right. I've talked about the 7-second rule. You got 7 seconds to make that decision. Are you going to fall short? Are you going to walk away? Or are you going to fall into what's the word? Into temptation?
Right. Somebody said recap before we close.
A recap of everything? Wow. Okay. I'm going to show this last video and then we'll recap. We'll get out of here, okay?
Okay, guys, here's the now infamous shed that Don was supposed to have been hiding in, which I do not believe for 1 second that he was.
And this is a shed that's not even been talked about. This is the path that we walked down. That we will show you guys. We walked. Lynn Carter, you're not blocked, because if you're blocked, you wouldn't be able to comment in the chat or comments. I'll go check that out. That's weird. Don Wells said he couldn't get in here in the chat last night either, so I don't understand.
Yeah.
And I, like I said, last night was the first time I talked to him since Christmas or before Christmas. That we stepped away for a little while, gave everybody some space, and try to not, that's what you gotta do. You gotta be respectful. All right, so Ken, did you get my message? Alicia Powell, hey, yes, I did. Look, we'll talk about that at the end. If you want to put your information out there in the chat, that's okay. I know that you're going through a hard time with your mother. And you can do that if you'd like to. That's the best way I know I can help. Because I don't want to be. I don't want to have any dealings. I don't want to have any money. I learned a lesson with billboards and other creators, never doing it again.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let me finish playing this, guys. Thank you for being patient.
Down all the way. This is the shed at the very bottom of the road. I don't know if you can see it.
We're going to go down that way before we leave, and we're just going to film them. This driveway is...
It is rough, but
it's manageable.
It is very manageable.
Drive.
Yeah, you don't have to have no four-wheel drive truck to get up this driveway.
No.
There's where it goes.
Sorry, four-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. It's the same thing. I was like, man, it's okay.
I had one moment, okay? Up. This driveway goes up and around the house and comes back down. Right there is that trail that...
Yeah, here, I'll back up. This is the...
Right here is a trail that comes straight from the driveway up to the school bus, which you can see right there.
Yeah, there we go.
That would have been very easy for somebody to come up.
Somebody park and lay in wait right there.
Once a vehicle gets to this point that we're at, if you are up at the house, you cannot hear them coming up or down. I want to get that purple mailbox.
Very true. First time we were up, this was the first time we were up on the property.
Right here's probably the roughest part of the road.
Don came up the driveway, and
he was not there when we first got there. We were standing at the dog trail.
Thank you, Donald Duck. I was on that live over there with her on Ziggy, I think. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
We were standing with the PIs at the dog trail in the driveway, in the middle of the driveway, and we were talking to them. Well, Don came up and came around the curve up at the middle of the driveway there, and we had no idea that he was even there until he was right on us.
True.
You cannot hear anybody coming up through there.
Well, True Crime, Penny, you'll see it's really only rough right here at this part. But
just because
Benny's also in a little tiny car. That's kind of lowered, so he parked at the bottom. I don't know if he ever tried to go up it.
Rain has washed it out. Right here, guys, is their purple mailbox.
All right, I'll talk about this. Alicia sent me some messages and I think obituary for her mother and a private message, because I want to make sure everything is people are coming correct if they need help. I'm not in a place right now that we can help financially like that. But I'm sorry that you're going through that and your mother passed away. And if you want to put your information in there, if somebody would like to help you, I'm so sorry for your loss.
So sorry, and we're gonna pray for you.
We'll pray for you. And I hope that things get better for you. And actually, you came in and asked me a few days ago, and I forgot because I had that crazy live going on. So I do apologize for that. I do not like to ask anybody for anything, so that's why I said put it in there. I hope you understand that. We went through some crazy things with accusations. I'm not going through that again. So it is what is. That's the best I can do, and I hope you understand. Okay. that is. Do we think or one more thing? A recap? Is that what we're gonna do? See, tracking
Yes.
cases said, or Donald said, I don't know.
We
Oh,
said?
J is for justice. Hey, I talked about you earlier, and I said we really appreciate you and the emails. That's what's up. That's how we have to. That's how we got to be.
Yes.
Thank you, Jay.
We really appreciated that a whole lot.
Did you see the truck?
Registered in Kentucky on 6/23/21.
6/23/21.
No.
Are you talking about on a been verified? The truck I showed earlier? I did look at where the VIN number had been on that. Hold on a second. I'll check it out right now. Check out make sure what she's saying.
Oh.
Hmm?
I wish I could show from.
I really am. She is a keeper. I love her with my heart, and we've been together 10 years.
10 years next in March.
When we were talking on, yes, it was. Look, 6/3/21. She did. It was registered in Kentucky.
Wow.
Good eye, Jay. That's yeah. I just didn't want to show that information. I'm trying to be careful because that's the siblings' vehicle, I think. Thank you. Yes, she is a keeper.
Thank you.
Love is something you got to fight for every day. Especially in a relationship, if you want it bad enough, you have to do it. We all, get lazy, and we got to you got to stand up and say you want this relationship. When we took our vows, we meant it. We took them seriously till death do us part.
We're both. Sometimes I feel like we are kind of not in the right generation. I feel like we're kind of more old souls than
Hey,
a lot of
Natasha.
people. Oh, Natasha, we've
Yeah.
missed you.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, and we did the live the other night. I thought it came across good. We're gonna recap and let me see. Oh, and yeah,
Which we've not went up with her, so we don't know.
that's very true. And I feel like that would wake a child up.
Well,
unless she's used to it.
Unless she's used to it, yeah. And the like he said, the only rough part of it is the very bottom. Once you get up to where the curve is that goes up and around, or where it splits off, it's fine. It's not that rough.
Crime Watch, I showed the truck, the sibling to Donald
Sherfy
Jr. He has a sibling. They have a red GMC or S10, Chevy S10.
Show that. So there's Alicia's information if anybody would like to help her.
Yeah, and that's that's like I said, she can put it out there, and that's with her and whoever, and I pray that things work out for you. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to recap on this, and I appreciate everybody. Thank you for bearing with us through this. It is still pretty steep though. That driveway, when you go up it, you got to straddle those holes where the washout from the rain blows the ground. You have to straddle that with your tires to go up and kind of get a smooth. It's possible. I can drive it pretty good, but
we're kind of used to driving on driveways like that. My grandmother, her house has a driveway that's very similar to that, and it gets washed out with the rain, and you have to learn exactly a strategic way to straddle all the holes.
What was going on? I want something about websites I saw.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure everything's correct.
Oh man.
Let's see here. 13 years Penny said with her husband. That's awesome. They celebrate anniversary. Okay.
Shirley Stedman said, my husband and I will be married for 56 years in March. Congratulations, because that does not happen a lot anymore. And I think that's amazing.
True crime commentary, what'd they say?
Where I cried, I can't get it.
Yeah, I'm hot. It's hot in here. I'm wearing a toboggan and a coat, though.
Yeah, I got a hoodie on and a toboggan because I had to match.
Hey, Queen of Kings. All right, let's recap what we went over tonight. So we went over
How we were wrong.
we changed. So I put a video out last night. There was another Don, a neighbor Don. There's 5 Dons now. Don Wells Senior,
is-
Don Wells Jr., Don Sherfy Senior,
Hold
Don
on.
Sherfy Jr.
Is Don Wells' father also Don Wells?
Maybe, I don't know.
If he is, then there's 6. But he's not really somebody that's talked about a lot because, of course, he's very elderly and he has some issues, health issues. So we'll leave him out.
Yeah. Okay. So that we have another Don that was down
So
at the bottom of the property
5.
with the boys. I thought it was Don Sherfy because I was like, "There's no way there's another Don."
On Ben Hill Road.
So that was an honest mistake, and I fixed it. And I said, "Hey, yo, I'm wrong." I put out another video last night to clear that up real quick. It's in the video section if you want to check that out. Okay, so then we found out that Donald Sherfy Sr. is actually his girlfriend and his mother-in-law live up on there. They are actually the Goads, the people that had the real. They had a altercation. I guess they don't like each other, falling out because of the property. They were promised property by Don Wells' mother. And then Don came and helped his mother before she passed away, and she left the land to him. Okay, so we went over that. So they live there. He came down, Senior. He was aggressive, told him to leave, said his mother-in-law had heart problems. But then he slowed down and he started talking to him, said everybody down there has the mindset and they know Sheriff Law. He's got inside information from being former law enforcement. Don Wells, not Don Wells, Don, why can't I get wrong? Sherfy. I can't remember it today. Don Sherfy Jr. has all these charges we found out, right? He lived in a very close vicinity to Evelyn Boswell. I felt like that was a very, synchronicity
or coincidence.
Coincidence.
That's Cam's new favorite word is synchronicity. That's why he's been using it a lot.
I do like it. I do enjoy the word. Okay. This is a slide. This is a recap, kind of what we did. This side over here, the left side of that is not true that he was not down there. There was another Don as a neighbor. But he is the one that drove down and asked the protesters to leave. This is his son. This is Junior. He got in some legal troubles in May 2021. This is a little bit concerned, but it's very bit concerning. So he got hit with all these charges of aggravated aggravated exploitation of a minor, and then he has 10 charges of pictures of minors, of over 100 each charge, over 100 images, so 1,000 images of child pornography. Very concerning. They live 2 minutes. So this is okay. This just shows that their father and son. That's the same guy that's in the picture. This is the distance from the Evelyn Boswell, where Evelyn Boswell was found. She wasn't even 2, correct?
Or she was
2.
1. She turned 1, I believe, in December,
Okay,
somewhere around there, and that's when she actually was reported, or not reported. That's when she went missing. The
farthest point that I have marked pinned right here is this one here, the 543 Muddy Creek is where Evelyn was found, and then 2408 Muddy Creek is where Don Jr. Sherfy.
Sherfy, yes. Sherfy.
I can't remember that last name. This is where he lived. Crazy. Okay. And then this is how far. This is approximate. I did that wrong. It's farther up here, but it's still a 2-minute drive from Don Sherfy Sr. to the Wells property. And so this guy gets bonded out. Don Don Sherfy Jr. gets bonded out the day after he's arrested. His bond was set at $10,000. So he bonds out on May 21, 2021, the 21st of May. Summer goes missing June 15. Nobody has talked about this publicly till now. I think there were some other creators that said they had known about it and talked about it. But
So people are a little confused by something that you said.
what did I say?
Don Sherfy and being a goat. His
girlfriend and
Her
her
family is the
mother-in-law is the goats. That's the house you can see from the power line cutout.
The one.
We're
Well, we
bottom.
didn't show that here last night. We showed it on.
We showed it on a different channel last night. But check that trail out too. That's the trail that goes down behind the garage.
That video is the one that's called The Unseen Trail at the Wells house.
Yeah.
Not the unseen bus trail. That's the one we just showed, but the unseen trail.
We really did every entrance and exit point on that property
that we could find.
Because there was another creator, a big creator that was there that was shown some of these same trails by Candace, and he didn't show them. He still stands with that an abduction could not happen up there. I believe we've proved that it is possible. I feel like criminals are constantly evolving. How can they do this in a city with so much surveillance on everything? So they're evolving. Why would they not hit rural areas? We hear about people trying to take children in Walmarts in small towns. It's getting scary. So we don't know. And I'm not saying that this is a stranger abduction, but we don't know.
It could have been an acquaintance.
Yeah. What?
I went straight up that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's insane.
It just now like really registered with me.
Yeah. Look at the unseen trail, babe. The one that goes down to Beach Creek. You can literally drive a vehicle. Don Wells said he could take his truck down there.
And in that video, you can see the goat's house where the power company had cut out the trees right there.
Yeah.
My mind just got blown when I just started thinking. So
think about everything.
Sorry.
Yeah. We know law enforcement really dialed in on these areas. You can't argue and refute that. This last search that they did in November, that's what they were looking at. That's what they were on. Whatever your opinion is, whatever your opinion is, and whatever your thoughts are, you cannot argue that law enforcement was they were targeting that area all up through there. They said for foliage and all that for drones, but think about it.
Just a possibility.
Connie Lynn, I can't talk about the exact location, how far they are. Just know that it's all around in the same area. That's all I can say.
We've shown
the proximate locations. You can go back and look at those videos. They're titled The Footprints. I've done 4 streams about, or more, maybe 5 streams about that, because I really wanted to show that these things was a real deal. It's serious. The scent was hit there by search dogs.
People are asking, what is a goad?
The goad is a family
that lives on Ben Hill.
They were promised land by Don Wells' mother before she passed away.
I'm sorry.
And Don came and took care of his mother. I actually talked to him about this last night. He said, they got really upset because my mom gave me the property, and that was kind of her will. So there's like bad feelings between them. So yeah, that's who they are. Yeah, Catlin, very true. If you can look on that, you can pull it up. I can't show it on here. I'm not going to dox anybody, but that is it's registered all over the place. That VIN number, it's crazy, and that's on the the siblings, that S10. I'm sorry, I felt like this information needed to come forward. Why have we not heard about this guy? I had to look it up myself. Other people might have heard about it, but I hadn't heard about it. So I researched and I dug deep. And this is what I found. So let's let's be very true. I'm gonna close this in a minute. Down here an hour and 40 minutes. I did not mean to go that long.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. If law enforcement does come out and say he's got an alibi, he's cool, then that's done.
Right.
It's done. We're not going to talk about it
And
anymore.
we
It's
are
over.
not accusing anybody.
accusing
We are
anybody.
just bringing you
Public information.
public information about these people that we talk about that, in our opinion, is very suspect.
Yeah.
That does not mean that they are the people that have done anything.
And people say,
We're
well,
just talking about it.
how can you point the finger at these innocent people? Right now, a lot of people are pointing the finger at the parents. We have to look at everybody.
And we don't know that
And
the
there's no
parents did
evidence
anything.
on anything. The only evidence we have is Summer is gone right now. So let's be very objective and look at everything and everybody around this case. Then we can check those things off. But when you have somebody like this with that many charges that's not being brought up with all the former law enforcement, why is that? You follow me? Why is that? Okay. So I think that's it. Did you write down?
I wrote down a couple of prayer requests.
Cracking case, would you like a family tree? I get, yeah, I would.
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you, Jay. She said great live tonight.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate that. Hey, check out the one we did last night.
That's where a lot more information was talked about on this.
Yeah. And then I did a video, and there were the ones where I made mistakes, where I fixed them. I showed that video tonight, but it was just that there was another neighbor named Don. 5 Dons. What?
No.
This one?
No.
Okay. Debbie Bumgarner, I don't know his occupation.
Not sure.
I'm not sure, because when you look at it, been verified, it says trucking, just like his father, and I don't know if that's true. Okay, Sherfy's girlfriend, mother, and father owned 2 parcels that belonged to Bill Goad, who was Don's stepdad. Kelly Goad.
Mm-hmm.
That's true, I think.
Yeah,
I
I'm pretty
think.
sure that's.
Don't quote me. I think that Kim Holmes, exactly. We have to look at everything, and I think this opened a lot of people's eyes. Let's not act like other cases that had some crazy stuff going on. When I say be objective, we look at everything, law enforcement, everything.
Yes.
There is corruption that happens all the time. We look at Making a Murderer. That show pointed out that, we're not saying that, but we have to look into it. We have to have an open mind. We have to have an open mind. Humans are humans. Just because you have a badge on you doesn't mean that people don't do things that they're not supposed to and abuse their power.
Yes.
People are people. And
I know that goes on everywhere, but we have seen an increase in this area over the last few years of law enforcement officers who have gotten in trouble for
lots in this
lot of
area.
Different things.
Lots.
So
yeah, a lot of them.
They go unseen for a while just because of their occupation, but a lot of them do get caught.
That's why Don wanted to go and look around neighbor's property. Kaz, and he did, and he had an altercation with them. They said, you stay on your hill, we stay on ours.
Yes.
He did go around those properties. He did go and ask questions, but people don't know that because they just make a judgment and go on rumors that he hasn't done anything. He has. And he has went to places that people were awful to him. And but he has. People don't know about that.
He went to all the neighbors' houses, I believe, and went and tried to talk to all of them.
Yes, he has.
And has been doing that from the beginning.
Yeah, Donald Duck, it's what I said. I grabbed the bag of dog food when I was trying to see if it's possible. 35-pound bag of dog food. I was gone and down that trail in 11 seconds. 11 seconds. So if somebody turned around, they could have not seen nothing. The footprints, they said there's not a scent trail from the first set of them to the second set of them.
Or from the property to the first set.
And the property owner said that him and Search and Rescue had talked, and they said that it's almost like she was picked up and sat down to readjust. And, if you're carrying a child a lot of weight, it makes sense. I don't see how that can just be thrown out and not taken seriously. Thank you guys for being here. 624 people in here. There was a lot more earlier. I appreciate it if you give us a thumbs up. get it out in the algorithm for us. You know, we don't ask nobody for nothing. We love you guys. We appreciate it. We wouldn't be able to make this possible and do what we do if it wasn't for you. We try to keep integrity of the case, and we try to also at the same time, you know, be transparent and show things that are really going on that we have seen and know when we can talk about it without hurting investigation, and that we really do stand with the integrity. The things that I've shown with footprints and other things, I had permission to do them because I went through and I asked. I said, "Hey, is this cool? Does this hurt anything I want to show?" Because I really felt strongly that people needed to see the other points of view and not just, you know, hating and bashing the parents the whole time, because there's a lot more. There is so much more.
And at this point, law enforcement has said, yes, they've said that there's no evidence of an abduction, but they have also said that there's no evidence of foul play. So you have to keep that in mind whenever you are looking at this case.
Hey, Mr. Positive, I'm so sorry when you've emailed me prayer requests. I don't get them till after. I'm paying attention now. Allie's wrote them down too. We appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for being here. Dumpster Clips, did I miss a comment from you? I wanted to answer that. Hey, Pitbull Mama, I hope everything's going good with your husband, Bill. I prayed for him the other night when I did the comment. When you tell somebody you're going to pray for them, pray right then and there, even if you're typing a comment.
And we're going to pray again.
We'll pray again for your husband. That's what we do. I love watching when we say we're going to pray. I love watching the count go down.
But that's okay.
That's okay, man. You know, maybe we're going to keep doing it because, you know, like I said, we don't have to be under a religious title or a brand. As long as you have a relationship, I believe in that. I believe prayer works. It saved my life. You know, it is what it is. You can feel how you want to, but I know what saved my life.
Absolutely.
I used to stand in a room and cuss God and say, "Why did you give me this life?" I
saw it.
I was on drugs from the age of 14 to almost 30, nonstop, and very bad drugs. And you know, it took my life. It was a habit. It was a natural thing for me, and it was very hard for me to break it.
I'm not going to cry again. I'm not.
But if it wasn't for the grace of God to change my life, I wouldn't be here right now. There was many times that I should have died. I tried to die. So I know God had a purpose for me. You know, believe what you want, but that's what we got. Look, I love it. Look at it drop. I love it. Okay. You know, that's what it is. We're gonna stand for God. Cracking case, having a busy weekend, but can't wait to get caught up on your last two streams. I've heard they were very informative. Yes, check them out. I appreciate what you do. You're very awesome, and you've always been uplifting.
Yes, and you have taken up for us, and we appreciate that.
Look, I mess up too. I say shit and stuff all the time. I do, and I'm human.
Yeah,
we're not perfect.
We sometimes have a very flavorful vocabulary.
I get mad. I cuss like a sailor.
Same.
It is.
I'm not
we're
proud
not
of
perfect.
it.
I just try to run my channel. We give a place where we can, you know, be professional about things. Thank you, Jay.
Absolutely. That's what we need to do.
That's right. Work together to help Summer. You know, when they said we were, you know, if MGL is watching this, I didn't bash her on that video. What I asked the night before, I said, if protesters come, what is that final outcome? What is it gonna do? Because this was a whole different case than Brian Laundrie's case. That was the only question I asked, and it was taken as, so, you know, I'm sorry that you felt that way. And I told you, MGL, if you see this, I told you, I said, well, Molly, I told you if I had the wrong impression, and I apologize for that. But, you know, things went crazy. And you know what? I'll tell you right now, I have no hard feelings. And the things that were said about us, you know, it's okay. We swallow our pride, we move on, and we're going to do something to help this child.
Exactly. That's what we're here for. We're not here for any other reason other than to help find Summer. That's our main priority with what we're doing.
Yeah, that's what it's got to be.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, there's so many times I wanted to walk away, and I made it. You know, I cannot stand this. You're only out for the reward money. I promise you, I put my hand to God right now. If something happens and we were the ones to find out something, I would give that money back to the child that was missing if she was okay, or I put it, you know, that would all go to them, or a charity. I don't want that. That's not what I'm here for. I have children the same age, and when something happens in your community, you have to step up and try to stop it and say, we're not going to stand for it. We're going to be out there. We're going to be asking hard questions. We're going to be going places, and we're going to find out. That evil ain't going to happen here. Hope that makes sense to y'all. All right, we're going to close it out, I believe. That's, I think I'll recap. There was a lot. If you missed it, you might have to play replay, gang. I've been on here way too long.
And we have COVID brain, and we kind of jump around, but we're trying.
Yeah, it's how we do things. Appreciate you guys. Let's pray it out. Let's get out of here.
And if I did not get your prayer request, I am so sorry. I tried to write down some as we were going. If not, then just comment them, and we will write them down. We will pray for them when we get the comment, and then we will write them down, and we'll try to
Warrior
pray
Grandma
again.
said that. She had a prayer request right there.
Where at?
She said, my daughter and her 2 babies and her 2 years old, please include them in your prayers.
What?
Babies both have virus.
Oh.
When I pray, I'm going to I put a lot of the people in the chat together, and we pray for God's healing. He's the main physician. So I hope that's okay. But know that God's going to meet you right where you're at. We pray for brothers and sisters. We got to pray for these children, and we got to pray that law enforcement people are in the right place at the wrong time to prevent these things from happening. Like I said, this Donald Sharfie Jr., right now, he is not registered through the state of Tennessee as a SO.
And he has not been convicted.
He's not been convicted. So he's out on bond, and he's got free reign right now. He did have free reign. And we're not saying he's guilty. We're just saying, look at this. This is what it is. It is what it is. You can't argue those facts. All right, guys, let me do this. I tried it last night, and I thought it worked out cool.
Oh, gosh.
Did you not? I thought it was okay.
I liked it. Do a different song, though.
I will.
A different sound. Because it almost felt like you were rapping the prayer.
I was rapping the press. I don't know. Turn it down a little bit. I think it's check it out. I did. It gets me on point when I pray. I like it. You don't have to pray any certain way. You don't have to have like a like a chant or something. It doesn't have to be that. Like I don't like that one. It's too. I'd be rapping again. What is that? I might not do that.
Let's not do that one. The one that you got that you put on first yesterday, I really liked it.
That one.
No. Filling the ducks. Was that
Feeding the ducks.
Feeding the ducks. I could have said filling the ducks. And I was like, what? Why would we be telling them?
That's a good one.
No, what's that other one?
Into space. I'm sorry, guys. We're just playing around.
We're playing.
That's not it.
Maybe it was that one. Anyway.
All right, we'll do this one. I like it. That's cool. Take it do it like a church with background music. Okay. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for everything you do in our life. We ask that you put a hedge of protection around our children. We ask that we pay attention more, and we know that there is evil in this world that is out to harm us. But we know that when we put on the full armor of God, that we have the shield of faith, and it protects us from the fiery darts of the enemy. God, let us trust in you. Let us know that let us be as committed to you as you are to us, even when we turn our backs. But again, let's protect these babies, protect these missing people, bring answers to their cases. God, and we pray that you put peace in their families' hearts. Lord, we have prayer requests from our chat tonight. Lord, we ask for Alicia Powell with it. Everything works out. Her mom just passed away. We ask that you put a peace in her heart and just fill that void of depression, Lord, and that it doesn't even attack that. We do not fight against flesh and blood, but against principalities and spiritual hosts and high places. Sorry, guys, my babies came in here. But, God, let us know that there is spiritual warfare, and let us stand for and have faith in you, Heavenly Father. Lord, we lift up Candy Aldridge. Her husband is starting chemo next month. We ask, Lord, that you heal him. We ask that he doesn't have to go through that. You are the main physician, God. You can do all things. you can do all things through Christ who strengthens us, God. Heavenly Father, we ask for Pitbull Mama's husband, Bill. We ask that you just you make him new again. We breathe life into him and to make things better than they were before, and put a peace in his wife's heart. Let her be calm and know that everything's okay with you, God. We're not meant to stress and be in heartache all the time. We're meant to know that we have a higher purpose and that we are here for a reason, and that is to help people, that is to lift people up that are in a depression, to lift people up that might not have somebody that says kind things to them. Let us stop every day, even if it's a stranger, and say, I love you, brother. Jesus loves you. You have a plan for your life. You might not see it now, but He brought me. Lord God, you brought me out of the ashes, out of the bottomless pit. And you tried to rebuild me, God, and I ask that you just continue to build me and make me a better man every day. God, we ask that for everybody. The people are struggling, people who have changed their life. It's amazing. Let them use their testimony to help others. Lord, we lift up Rotary Dial, daughter struggling with addiction. Lord, we ask that you just take that temptation out of her life, take that demon off of her back that makes her feel like she has to feel that need and feel that void of something that it just never, after a while, the drugs just don't do it. They just, it's just a habit. It's just a hassle every day. Lord, let us rise above. We are meant for better than that. We are meant to do better things than sit around and just, ruin our own lives, because we know that we are not a threat to the enemy if we are sitting and destroying ourselves. Let us become threats to the devil, and let's walk that straight and narrow for Christ. Lord, we lift up Miss Donna. We ask for brother having drug issues. We ask that you clean that out of her life too. Warrior Grandma, we ask that you heal those babies. God, we ask that you just breathe life into them and take this virus out and bind it in hell where it belongs. Lord, we lift up Have Faith and just have the same thing. Her son has COVID. We ask that you take this virus, that you take it away from our country and this world, and bind it in hell. We have fought through this enough. We have to turn to you, the only one, God, that can do these things. But it's on your time, not ours. We have to know that your time is perfect. Lord, we ask that whoever responsible for Summer's disappearance is brought to justice. Let us do our due diligence. Let's look into everybody. God, we just ask for answers, whoever it is, that go and they face justice and God, work on their heart, have conviction in their life, that maybe somebody can come forward and tell the truth of the person that did. I believe that's it, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Guys, thank you for bearing with me.
I'm so sorry I had to get up and walk out.
That was cool, man. I do like that. It helps me calm down when I'm praying. I don't feel like I have to be in emotion. I guess I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? It kind of helps me.
Yeah.
I like it. It's soothing. Guys, I appreciate it. Just every one of y'all. Thank y'all for being here. It's 444 people in here. Thank you for staying around. Thank you for being here. God bless you. Really, for real. I hope that changes happen in everybody's life and blessings fall on everybody, because we've all suffered through this. We've had people that are, this has been a hard time, being stuck in the house and being in this weird routine.
And everybody, just please pray for all the healthcare workers right now. We're going through a lot.
Very true.
And a lot people don't see, but we are having a very hard time. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think that's it. Are we done? I think that was a good live, guys. I appreciate it. Let's get this information out. If you don't care, on your way out, hit that thumbs up. That's how you can, show us that you care. Let's get it out in the algorithm. I'm gonna try to premiere those trail videos. I was surprised at how many people didn't see them. I think they're very informative. It makes you open your eyes.
Like I said, I think it was good even for us to rewatch it tonight.
Really, it was. All right. Is that it? People, Mom, if you need to talk, yeah. Our mods are here for each and every one of you guys. If you have, you can email them, reach out to them. They're great people. They really try to help this channel. Natasha is a she's a force to be reckoned with. We love her. We love each and every one of our mods that have really, they've been with us since the beginning. You guys, we might struggle sometimes in our chat, and people might not get along, but this is what happens. We're trying to have a calm chat over here, and it's kind of hard. We're fighting against we're fighting against the force. People have their opinions, and it's hard, but we're gonna keep working on it. We're gonna have a calm chat. We're gonna be chill here. Matthew 18:20, for where 2 or 3 gather in my name, I'm there with them. Look, check this out. I'm so glad.
We haven't been doing this. I'm so
check
glad
this
that
out. This banner.
We were playing, or we were showing this banner every time we prayed. So I'm so glad that you did that, because I completely forgot about having that banner.
For real, look at this verse, guys. Before we get off here, check out this verse. So he says, if 2 or 3 gather in my name, he's there. So there's 444, maybe more before that. Think of what happens when we all pray together. God hears us. He hears it. This is 2 and 3. Imagine that, 444.
We are a force to be reckoned.
We are. I've lost faith in humanity, and it for a while. I came even through this and all the things that happen. I was like, man, this world is. But then I get on this channel and I see the great people that are here and the people that are trying to make a difference. Let's keep that mindset. Let's be those people. Let's be that example. God bless you all. Remember, at the end of the day, everybody wants justice.
But justice doesn't have to be carried out with hate.
We're going to catch you on the next one. We love you guys.
See ya.
Maybe we're gone.
That was a little bit awkward. Sorry.
No, we're good.